Hello, everybody. This is Whaleman's Watch here. It has been a minute since we made a weather forecast, but we have some severe storms tonight. We have had storms that have storm. We have had storms earlier today. That started forming around Evansville, Indiana, and Henderson, Kentucky, even around Owensboro. There was something in this storm. Well, actually. That one doesn't seem like it has anything. I don't think it has anything to do with it. Actually, no. Actually, I believe this storm cell came up from Evansville and Henderson, and there was like some sort of system or something that was in there that was going on, and it ended up just exploding the storms and stuff as to what we have now. I believe it was like a low level wave or something of like cool air and stuff. I don't really know. I don't really know how the system formed, but anyway, so we had storms earlier from Evansville, Henderson, and they've come down to Western Kentucky. So right now we have multiple severe thunderstorms warnings. We even have one that was dangerous, extremely dangerous, of 80 miles per hour, and the main risk was 55 to 70 miles an hour winds. But the warning that was right over here and right here. This was an extremely dangerous warning. It has been allowed to. I think this was de-upgraded now, so that's good. It got de-upgraded. It used to be extremely dangerous and have 80-mile-an-hour wind gusts with it, but now it's just back down to just a field thunderstorm warning with 70-mile-an-hour wind gusts and penny-sized hail. So yeah, but still, we have a big outbreak of severe thunderstorms, and we have official reports from Arlington of a 70-mile-an-hour wind gust that has come through and caused. I don't know if it caused damage or not, but I would have assumed this would have knocked out power, caused a bit of damage and stuff. Yeah, it was a big time wind gust that was reported in Arlington. So fairly good. It's fairly nice that somebody has reported that because yeah, that is fairly serious. So as storms have formed up, we're mainly gonna see 70-mile-an-hour wind gusts come through right now in western Kentucky, and we're gonna see penny-sized hail, and we can expect these damaging winds to knock out power and cause some damage to trees and mobile homes and stuff. So fairly serious today. It's a fairly serious risk. Right now, what we are worried about right now, the most worrying thing right now is this point of the storm cell. This is what's this point of the storm cell that's making this awfully weird smile. Now I look at it, has the potential to bring 70-mile-an-hour wind gusts, and it's just about to hit Hopkinsville. It's already made it into Kelly, Dogwood, Phillipsville, Mount Tabor, Gale, Ella, Hawkins. Here's a hail. That's a hail cone right there. That's not great, but yeah. With these, we are seeing big time. We are seeing big time wind gusts of 70 miles an hour, and even up to 80 miles an hour because we had that one earlier. But yeah, mainly up to 70-mile-an-hour wind gust and penny-sized hail. Well, not penny-sized hail. It actually got the outlook. Actually went. The severe thunderstorm watch earlier had the winds of 1 to 1.75. But if I'm gonna be more realistic, I think it's gonna be more like penny-sized to about 1.5 inches. Yeah, it could even get up to 2 inches. So some of these could produce 2 inches of hail. But I would assume penny-sized to about about like 1.5 inches of hail was the main threat. So I'm really keeping an eye on our area here because these storms are coming straight down. They're coming practically south, straight from Evansville, and it's bringing. Oh, who's this? I do not. Oh, well, I don't know, but what? Oh, what's this? Okay, they downgraded it. Good. They just downgraded the severe thunderstorm warning. They have, thank goodness, too, but it still remains a severe thunderstorm warning, and we're gonna see 60-mile-an-hour winds. But most of these, I would say, are like 50 to 60-mile-an-hour wind gusts with these special weather statements and these thunderstorm statements and severe thunderstorm warnings. But we're looking out for this today. We're gonna see up to 70-mile-an-hour winds and penny-sized hail in about all of western Kentucky. So all of this, even in Evansville, and up towards Tassboro and Petersburg. Now, for what we have in Bowling Green, we have a 50 mile per hour special weather statement out. That's gonna expire soon, thank goodness. But this is heading right down towards Bowling Green. So we have a lot of heavy rain with this. Lots of heavy rain coming down. 50-mile-an-hour winds. Don't think this has a hail threat. Yeah, it doesn't, thank God. But pretty big. It goes from Westfield down into northern Bowling Green. Just barely reaching the city of Bowling Green. But yeah, so big risk for this. I already have repeated the risk and stuff for these storms, but we're gonna have these storms going on overnight. The timing is about exactly what I was expecting. 7:30 to 7:30 to like 2 p.m. The timing is exactly how I expected it to be, and risk and stuff were exactly how the National Weather Service predictions and the Storm Prediction Center and me as well. Well, a little bit of me, but I figured because it looked, not quite. But after we get past them, we'll have our main threat will be the heavy rain. We'll have more rain. It'll be raining overnight, all night for Hopkinsville and places like that. Jesus, it's awful. We don't go outside, but we'll have. Ooh, and now it's starting to get going. We just saw our first. I have just noticed our first lightning strike, but these storms have just clipped Hopkinsville now, and it's about to get pretty nasty. But they did downgrade the severe thunderstorm warning, thank God. But yeah, so penny-sized hail, 70-mile-an-hour wind gust, and maybe a small brief tornado is on the table today. From I would believe 7:30 to now. I mean 7:30 to 2 a.m. and then after that we'll just have heavy rain. So I'd expect to see 2 to 3 inches for Western Kentucky. And after that will be I don't think we'll cool down too much. I actually kind of need to pull up the temperature map to get an idea. But what I do know is we're gonna see we're gonna be mainly gonna be in the high 80s to low 90s this whole week. So Monday will be in the low 90s. We'll be in the low 90s. We were in the high to low 90s today. Also for tomorrow, mid 90s. Then it comes back down to high 80s Wednesday, Thursday. Cross back down to the mid 80s, so it'll start to get nice on Friday. Then we'll have a little bit of rain showers on Saturday. It looks. Well, this is a bit out, but we'll cool down to the low 80s, and then we'll climb back up to mid 80s next Monday and just. But this is full out, so yeah, keep an eye on this. This is a bit. Yeah, this is somewhat urgent because 70-mile-an-hour damaging winds was reported in Irwinson, Kentucky, and now we have 60-mile-an-hour wind gusts going down into Oak Grove. Right now, as Tish landed into Hopkinsville, it has Tish arrived in Hopkinsville. Same thing, 70 mile an hour. 70 mile per hour damaging wind gusts going down into Katy, East Eddyville, Lemonsford, Katy. I said Katie's, and yeah, and then we'll have our temperature. So it'll be better than what it has been, but it'll still be hot. And then we'll have a couple of days on like next Friday or Saturday. It will cool down a bit to the low 80s. So yeah. So, that's your weather update. Stay well. Keep an eye on the weather in case any tornado warning or anything. Or if you get, or if the National Weather Service issues a severe thunderstorm warning or special weather statement. Because this is looking to be a bit of an interesting setup going on through now to around 2 a.m. and then this heavy wind. So, yeah. Thank you guys for tuning in. Stay well. Stay safe. Stay prepared. Stay indoors. Be ready in case power does go out, because that could most likely happen with wind gusts as much as this. And, have a good night. And, yeah, stay tuned to Yarborough, 24/7 Tennessee, Kentucky live stream. It's fairly good. It's gonna be fairly useful for right now. And, yeah. Have a good one, everybody, and stay safe.